This looks like the spot. I'm awfully nervous and still a bit shaken up. Let's hurry and get out of here.
No autosave in this game, so... Violent wings.
Hold up there, Speedy. I've never seen the two of you around here before, and I know everybody. Why don't you let me know what's going on here first before you start barging through people's doors, feel me?
Hello? We're just here to speak to Nanya about something.
Just got into town and you're already asking favors from folks, huh? Tisk, 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 my little blue friend.
What? No, it's not like that. Listen, we don't want any trouble, but we're kind of in a hurry.
Trouble? There's no trouble here. We can be friends.
Right.
I like this one. You're a little more street smart than your blue bob buddy here, I see. No, I like you two. You're cool in my book. And since we're all such good friends now, maybe you'll be willing to give back to the community and do a favor for your new pal Formula first.
Right.
You see, I'm a budding street musician. Working on my next big hit. Feel me?
No.
But I'm sort of stuck on a few lines. I just gotta get these last few rhymes right. Maybe you could share a little of your creativity with me and see what we come up with.
Right.
And it'll be fun.
Are you sure about this? You know how important this has become. Time is of the essence.
You don't have time to not help me.
Huh?
What do you think would take longer? Helping an up-and-coming singer-songwriter finish a guaranteed worldwide hit? Or you could ignore me and maybe I'll send over an anonymous tip to the Neo-SFPD. You see, I know for a fact that everything inside this shop here is 100% legal. But I bet whatever you got in your mind sure ain't. Even if they didn't find anything, it'd take the rest of the day to iron out. People like you don't come down here for anything boring. We clean up good. How well do you cover your tracks when you're in such a hurry, I wonder?
This isn't good. If Lexi in particular gets suspicious and starts tracking us down, things will become rougher for us. Not to mention all the other people it could indirectly affect. This whole case is life or death.
Huh, kind of a dramatic rhyme, ain't it?
A dramatic mood.
But I made my point clear. If you don't help me out, I'll make sure you never get in to see Nanya at all. He's my buddy. Done me a favor or two, so I return him when I'm asked. That's how we do things around here. I knew you'd see it my way. All you gotta do is help me complete my rhymes, you dig? A couple of them are just missing a word or two, but if I really want to make this song fantastic, I'm gonna need some killer inspiration. It's gonna be
Alcohol.
super cred. Anyway, you ready for this?
Not really.
Gonna give it a shot? That's what I like to hear. Here's the first line I'm having trouble with. You ready? It's my favorite season, only comes once a year. I'll show you the true meaning of, hang on a second.
Elephant ear.
It's my favorite season, only comes once a year. I'll show you the true meaning of old wrestling gear. Really? Come on. That rhymes, but it doesn't work at all.
Hey! I liked it. Yeah!
Oh man, you totally threw off my style with that one. I'm gonna keep thinking, but let me know if you come up with anything new.
Haven't you ever rapped before?
No, probably not.
Gonna give it a shot? That's what I like to hear. Here's the first line I'm having trouble with. You ready?
Not really.
It's my favorite season, only comes once a year. I'll show you the true meaning of, hang on a second. It's my favorite season, only comes once a year. I'll show you the true meaning of my holiday cheer. Hey, yeah, that totally works. Great idea, thanks a ton. Here's the next line. Ready? Pay attention now. If you bring mistletoe, you knock me off my guard. And if you want my number, You know, for this one, I don't think words are gonna be enough. I'm gonna need some inspiration to make it come together. If you've got anything to show me that you think will help me out, let me know.
Beats. Well, it's not a rap music if it doesn't involve pistol. Business card. Okay.
If you bring mistletoe, you knock me off my guard. But if you want my number, I'll give you my GX Ultra Beats. Why would I give him my Ultras? These are expensive. Actually, can I have these? Oh man, you totally threw off my style with that one. I'm gonna keep thinking, but let me know if you come up with anything new.
Do you even know how to rap? Omae wa mo shinderu. This is genius. The contrast of the art's colors to the walls. The way the letters stretch out, not to mention the accented punctuation amplifying the outcry. Who are the jumps and to whom are they unworthy? Wait, those are...
Old donuts.
Ready? Pay attention. If you bring mistletoe, you knock me off my guard. And if you want my number, You know, for the... I'm gonna need some inspiration. If you've got anything to show me... If you bring mistletoe, you knock me off my guard. But if you want my number, I'll give you my business card. Hey, that totally works. Really, thanks so much. I'd never be able to write a song like this without you.
Right. And that's why people use ChatGPT.
Aren't those supposed to be pretty tacky?
Alright, now I need your help with just one more line. I promise it's the last one.
Right.
This one's been driving me up a wall. I hope you can tackle it as well as you did the others. Ready? Here we go. This is harmony. I think we're vibing the same tones. We can ride this beat with a nice pair of... This is getting embarrassing. There's no way to salvage this one without some seriously fresh inspiration, yo. Don't lose hope. I'm sure it'll hit us any second now. This is harmony. I think we're vibing the same tones. We can ride this beat with a pair of GX Ultra beats. That doesn't rhyme. Oh man, you totally threw off my style with that one. I'm gonna keep thinking, but let me know if you come up with anything new.
Come on, aren't you a writer?
Aren't you a writer?
This is harmony. I think we're vibing the same tones. We can ride this beat with a pair of yummy Christmas scones.
He does know those are donuts, right?
Now that's what I call a tasty beat.
Right.
That was amazing.
Right.
I can't believe you pulled it off. Whatever you do for work now, it doesn't matter. You should become a musician. We totally become rivals, and I bet you that, on second thought, you keep your day job. This is my territory. You feel me? But you did help out in a huge way, so I guess you're cool. Go on in and see Nanya whenever you want. I'll just be chilling out here, soaking up the inspiration of my surroundings, baby.
Here, you can keep the scones. It was nice meeting you, Formula.
Hey, you too, little Bob Blue. That kind of rhymes.
Okay, finally he actually
Let's go.
invented something of his own. Okay, this is not... This is a fire hazard, actually. Dynamo brand.
Nope. Nope, I don't know you. You got someone willing to vouch for you? If not, get out of my shop. Charlie. Yeah, I remember him. That TV guy runs his mouth a lot. Yeah,
That's what the TV guys do.
paid good enough.
Paid good enough.
All right then, what can I do for you?
You are Nanya, correct?
Sure, if that's what you want to call me. If your credit's clear, you can call me whatever you want. Enough foreplay. What can I do for you? A fresh install, custom firmware, maybe an upgrade? I can pretty much do it all. But most people come in here for VR implants. Turns out brain surgery is expensive, yeah?
We're in a bad situation. Local news articles are being mysteriously altered after they've been posted to the mesh, even while the originals are still online. Charlie Novas are being manipulated as well, and he pointed us in your direction. It didn't start happening until after he had his implant upgraded.
What are you, cops? No, worse. You're journalists.
Yeah, journalists are worse than cops.
Get the hell out of my shop! I have a business to run. I don't have time to answer shit about shit that don't got shit to do with me. You found the door before? Find it again. And tell Charlie he can get someone else to do him a rush job when he's back on stims and needs a workaround. He ain't welcome around here anymore.
Give us a moment, please. I don't know about you, but I'm getting tired of being given the runaround by these meatbags.
Oh, okay.
We could just find some bribe or blackmail to get what we want from this Nanya. But I think it's time to take matters into our own hands. I have an idea. Keep him occupied for a few minutes. Just do what you normally do and ask questions. Nothing about the blog post, though. We don't want to set him off. Just keep him talking. It'll only take a minute.
Okay, maybe
Are
he
you
can
gonna
hack.
get going, or am I gonna have to call someone to make you get going?
You might be right on the right track with the cops idea.
If anyone was going to hack Charlie's implant, you would have the best access.
Are you kidding me? You think you get to walk into my place of business and accuse me of installing malware onto a customer's implant? Fine, bring it on! My reputation is ironclad, and there just ain't no way Charlie's implant was ever touched. Messing with the firmware would make it light up like Christmas morning with user warnings. So unless he's been letting someone else dig around in his head, you'll be the one left looking like an asshole.
Couldn't someone just hack the implant over the mesh?
No, they couldn't. VR interfaces require a hardline connection to receive I/O. So unless Charlie's been using a headset to route his ROM's HUD through it, there ain't no way to get into it. And if Charlie's installation got infected, I don't see what the hell that has to do with me. Tell him to buy some antivirus software and keep off the sketchy porn sites.
Yeah.
The end.
Yeah, that could be like a good advice if you have like a internet in your head.
Not that you would care, but my creator Hayden died over this. You think we care about your reputation?
You're out of your damn mind, robot. I've done nothing wrong. Are we done? It is. Now you're ragging on my shop? Everything here is to code. End of story. I'm not doing anything illegal, unless you're some kind of corporate apologist and think factory warranties are sacrosanct. Just because I want to be discriminating with my clientele, doesn't mean I'm a crook. Tell you what, how about you get the hell out of my shop, and don't come back without a cop and a warrant, since you're so concerned about the public welfare. Yeah, whatever. I've done nothing wrong.
You may not know this, but I have a finely tuned sense of electromagnetic fields. All ROMs do.
Okay.
We need to be able to maintain optimal contact with the mesh, catalog and use various wireless transmissions, and avoid areas with dangerously high interference.
Alright.
Your stock off-the-shelf ROM has very little command over the frequencies available to be scanned. But I'm starting to realize how very little of me is stock or off-the-shelf after the changes Hayden made. That means when the humidity is low, the air fairly sings for me, amongst other things. Meaning, in layman's terms, I could read his monitor over his shoulder while being across the room. Well, some. I doubt I could have handled an LCD monitor. They require extra parts I just don't have, and the fidelity is a bit low. Anyways, Nanya looked up his client records on Charlie, and I got some of the names of his other customers off of the spreadsheet. One in particular stands out, Shotaro Otsuka. As if everything else in this wild goose chase hasn't been. Mr. Otsuka is a moderately prominent tech blogger, respected, perhaps a bit vitriolic. He catches my attention though because historically he has been very critical of Parallax in his posts. Recently, though, the tone has been increasingly moderate, and now he is almost effusive in his praise. His fans are accusing him of shilling for the company, but many of his earliest posts show some of the same manipulations that we saw from Augmented Eye and Nova's blog.
Interesting.
Now it's like he's being ghost-written entirely.
Yeah, that's actually quite possible that you could do that even today with the ChatGPT kind of GPT model. You could ghostwrite like teach the AI with a certain kind of writing style and then just produce same kind of stuff.
I've marked the location of Shotaro Otsuka's apartment on your map. After you.
Because this is a slightly crazy game that I remember playing this like 2016, and now it's basically talking about current issues.
This is the building. Mr. Otsuka must do well for himself, considering the neighborhood. Not the priciest section of Neo SF, but nice enough for a self-employed tech blogger. Perhaps we should just ring the bell? We both know it won't be that easy, but it's important to maintain some courtesies.
Oh, ringing a bell seems to be like a pretty easy. Colorful umbrella.
Hey! Didn't I see you earlier at TMI?
Oh yeah.
Nice to meet you. I'm Sky. My gym's closed this week for the holidays. Gonna see some family tomorrow.
Greetings, guests. I am LJ2, Shotaro Otsuka's ROM. Shotaro was not expecting any company at this hour, but I will let him know you are here. Sorry for the wait. Please hold on for just a moment while I fetch him.
That's encouraging. That was odd. Maybe try the bell again.
Greetings, guests. I am LJ2, Shotaro Otsuka's ROM. Shotaro was not expecting any company at this hour, but I will let him know you are here. Sorry for the wait. Please hold on for just a moment while I fetch him.
What is taking so long? All right, third time's the charm. Once more, with feeling.
With feeling. Okay.
Greetings, guests. I am LJ2, Shotaro Otsuka's ROM. Shotaro was not expecting any company at this hour, but I will let him know you are here. Sorry for the wait. Please hold on for just a moment while I fetch him.
Ah! Why can't this ever be easy? I swear I'll blow out a fuse before we're done. Thank Hayden for system redundancies. Well, that's that. Let's see if we can find a way into Mr. Otsuka's apartment ourselves. Mr. Otsuka's apartment is on the second floor. The fire escape should give us access to his window. We just need something to let us reach it. I'm sure there's some piece of detritus or loose end laying around we could use. Oh, that's how these things always...
You weren't prepared for the weather, huh? Your ROM looks fancy enough to keep track of that.
About that.
You want my umbrella?
Not for the weather. We need to use the hook handle to reach the fire escape ladder so we can pull it down.
Oh, you live here and lost your keycard, huh? I totally understand. I do that all the time.
Okay.
But look, As much as I'd love to give you this umbrella, I'm kinda using it right now. Where I come from, see, we're all about equal trades. It's part of our culture.
Gym culture?
Sorry, but unless you've got anything interesting to exchange for it,
Anything
I'm gonna
interesting?
hold on to this. Don't want to get wet.
Okay, do we have anything interesting? Okay.
Those guys are gross.
Okay.
Are you a part of that? Oh, you're not? Then let's not talk about it, okay? Hey, is this real?
Yes.
The real Yannick Fairlight?
Yes.
You know him?
Of course I do!
He's a legend.
He's one of the most innovative tech minds of the last few generations! Can I please have this? I'll give you the umbrella. Yours to keep if you want.
I think it's a fair trade.
And we have been like abusing this card for the longest time now.
Thanks! Here you go!
Umbrella.
This is so exciting! I'm gonna go call him right now!
Yep, that's why you don't give like
Call him. Maybe that wasn't the best idea.
Yeah, that's why you don't give your calling cards to just
Oh well,
anyone.
now we have our tool and a pretty spiffy one at that. Let's go.
Spiffy tool, okay.
Excellent
kitsch.
work. This window is unlocked. Let's go in. I'm not sure. My olfactory sensors detect chemicals associated with decaying food and something else I can't pin down. It's unfamiliar to me. That's better. Let's take a look around.
Old greasy bag of to and fro. No power. Old phones.
Shotaro must be plugged into the mesh. He hasn't even noticed us.
Or maybe he's
I
dead.
feel like I could scream without him knowing. Ah! Hi! Mr. Otsuka! Nothing.
Hello, guest. Shotaro has been a bit under the weather recently, so he has not been receiving anyone. He is trying very hard to keep up with his deadlines, but I will check and see if he has a moment to speak with you.
We just checked, and he seems busy.
Is there anything else I might assist you with? A drink, perhaps? Shotaro has been under the weather for some time, but I could not tell you precisely when. He rarely has visitors or goes on outings, so this is only slightly abnormal behavior for him. In fact, you are the first visitor he has had in a while. Several days, in fact. Perhaps you could ask him about it yourself. I will check and see if he has a moment to speak with you. He is. Shotaro is a diligent man, even in the face of such adversity. If you are a reader of his work, his next significant piece will be going online tomorrow. I will not spoil it for you.
Maybe if you could like remove key blog posters and replace them with AI.
I run regular self-checks and have noticed no irregularities in either my hardware or software. I appreciate your concern. If you think Very well. Let me know if you need anything. I'm always happy to assist.
Yes, of course.
Oh no, we're too late.
Okay, this is the first. Because previous violent scenes have been like a very hardly distanced. So let's check. So differs from violence suitable for it to do stronger effects. Negative light. Okay, but what is mild in a computer game? Let's see 12. Not particularly detailed or dominantly direct figures. Children, animals or family members. This is exactly the question, because if we think Turing as a children, then it might trip some yeah, there's several people are dying in this game already. So I would say that this could be bumped into the 12. Yeah, okay. I'm going to leave on that cliffhanger. Yep, this I think it's not boss fight yet, so.
It looks like he's been here for a couple of days, maybe a little longer. That means whoever did this did it before we even found out about all of this. Stabbed in the chest, right through the back of the chair. Looks like it severed his carotid artery. I don't want to make any assumptions, but I can't help but wonder if this was done by the same person who assaulted Zin. His ROM doesn't even think anything is wrong. We need to hurry. If I'm right, everyone we've talked to so far is in more danger than we thought. Someone is following us. We have to find his computer so I can see if I can pull anything relevant off of it. You interrogate his ROM. Maybe you can find out why it's acting so strange.
Shotaro has been a bit under the weather recently, so he has not been receiving anyone. He is trying very hard to keep up with his deadlines, but I will check and see if he has a moment to speak with you.
That's okay. We'll wait.
Is there anything else I might...
It shut itself down again.
Okay, so maybe it shuts down when it's noticed that
Let's see
he's
if we
dead.
can pull some useful information off of Mr. Otsuka's computer. If we can find it. I'll start downloading these files. I finished my examination of Mr. Otsuka's computer.
Maybe the murderer was like one of those shop spots, starships that bring food to you from the shop.
I didn't find anything particularly interesting, but I copied some files to be examined later.
They are
If we're all
basically
done here, we should hurry and
ROMs,
go
so.
warn Nanya about what we found. Charlie and Sympathy too. They might be in immediate danger, so we must act fast. Let's head for Nanya's business. It's so group. I was never prepared to handle anything like this. I hate this.
Shit! What the hell are you doing back here? Wait, let me guess. You stole some of my files, or hacked my brain, or used telepathy or some shit. Found out someone else got hit by your little ghost in the machine, and when you got there, found out he was deader than new disco. That close enough?
Pretty much.
That is distressingly accurate.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't much of a damned guess. Charlie Nova is dead.
Ah, he too. Okay.
What? Charlie is...
The autocab he was in drove him right off the bridge and into the bay.
Good riddance.
It's been all over the news for the last 10 minutes, and I'm not looking to be next. I'm getting the hell out of Neo-SF, and I'm gonna forget that I ever saw you, ever knew Charlie, ever gave a shit about any of this. Hell, maybe I'll pick up a new career. I'm less likely to get murdered for being a fry cook, that's for damn sure. Have a good life!
Oh no! No! Why is this happening?
Body count is rating in this game. So maybe the 12 age rating is better.
There was
It
no
wasn't
one in
graphic
that
at all.
car. No
It's
heat signatures,
age
no
rating
wireless
7.
emissions, nothing. That wasn't even an auto cab. It's a manual.
Okay.
I don't know. That's it. This is too much. I've had enough. I don't care who's controlling the news anymore. Almost everyone we've talked to so far has died, and I can't live with any more blood on my hands. We're not investigating this lead any further. As of right now. Logically, I know that. We haven't set out to harm anyone. But someone is using us as a stalking horse, hiding behind our investigation to clean up whatever this is. If they want to keep taking out people involved in this, they're going to have to dig them up without our help. We don't have any other leads anyway. Thank you for sticking with me, though. We have more pressing avenues of inquiry to make. Let's move on.
Okay, chapter 4. Body count is rising in this game.
Well, we should go to Melody's home and at least meet her.
Yes, but before that we are going to save. So, of course, not all people are like very much talk about the slow burn cyberpunk game. It's dead, Jim. Oh no, yeah. Okay, then. Flower Mansion.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was wool gathering.
Wool gathering.
I see we've arrived at the Melody Flores residence. It's quite impressive, but that's to be expected, considering that she is still the majority owner of the Flower Cybernetics Group, despite retiring from day-to-day operations at the company.
I wonder if she's dead.
I wonder how she and Hayden first began working together. Sorry, back on task. Is there anything you'd like to know before we head inside? Flower Cybernetics was established in the early 2000s by Melody's mother, Antonella.
Good thing they can read.
It started out
Wikipedia.
developing cutting-edge medical tech, including advanced prosthesis and nanoparticle diagnostic and treatment technologies. They were vastly successful when they perfected the first synthetic nerve mesh, allowing direct connection and control between the nervous system and a cybernetic prosthesis. The majority of their early projects were defense technologies for the American military, developing ruggedized military prosthesis for use on injured soldiers, and then eventually electively for special forces. This research line culminated in the development of brain-controlled androids as shock troops, long since barred by international law. Melody took over the company from her aging mother, and she fought against developing further military hardware from that point on. She pushed the company to use the BCA technology for the company's original goals of medical advancement, as well as developing the first direct link virtual reality implants. The company is largely successful on a global scale, despite continued legislative movement against extensive cybernetic use, especially brain implants. He did, and I can't shine much light on that. I know that System 1 worked with Flower to help develop the first operating systems for the direct link virtual reality implants, so perhaps it happened during that time. Also, Flower eventually went with a different company for future models of the implant, but there was never any public talk of a personal falling out between the heads of the companies.
Flower. Well, Apple.
I'll scrape the mesh for more rumors, but they'll only be that, rumors. I can do my best to parse fact from fiction, but it blurs too much for me to be sure what's real. Not a whole lot. She's largely private, in contrast to her mother's penchant for courting a media circus. Several biographies of former Flower executives show her as intensely passionate about demilitarizing the company to the point of absolute viciousness in the boardroom. But it's been a long time since her days of fighting for the company, and she's since stepped away from the helm. There's talk that she's lost her spine in her old age, but... well, I'd take that with a grain of salt.
Press X for doubt.
She may have retreated from the corporate battlefield, but you don't change the entire direction of a company as large as Flower if you're a quitter. Stay on your toes. No time like the present, then.
It's a bear. Okay.
Your guess is as good as mine. Mine says we can go in. Should we? Oh, wow! Swanky! What? I have been trying to increase my usage of colloquialisms. Is swanky too out of date?
It's certainly before my time.
Oh, Miss Flores! Excuse us for the intrusion. My name is Turing.
Oh, I know who you are.
I can explain. I know you don't like Dr. Fairlight very much, but I assure you there's a situation.
Fairlight? I didn't realize Hayden's research had become a charity case.
Now it is.
Though I suppose little boy Yannick will throw money at anything that raises his profile on the mesh.
Yeah, probably. Maybe Yannick actually funded part of this project.
Wait, you know Hayden? Also, we actually only just met Dr. Fairlight yesterday.
Oh, that's too bad. Now Pat won't have to eat you.
What? What?
Bear is like
Though
a
I'm not sure your gears would have been good for his digestion.
bear is like a what? Should I do that?
Actually, madam, I'm not comprised of gears.
Well, either way, he's on a diet. This philosophy is how I lead my life. Sometimes you eat the bear, and sometimes the bear, well, he eats you. Do you understand?
Not really.
Look, I don't have all day to entertain you, Turing, nor your new friend. Not even for Hayden. You don't have time to waste if you're going to find him, either.
Right.
If you were one of Fairlight's worker bees, you wouldn't have made it through the door. So why are you here to badger me about poor Hayden?
You have me at a disadvantage, Ms. Flores. You seem far ahead of us on this matter.
Just call me Melody, darling. And of course. But I'll share a secret or two with you.
I have so many questions. Do you know what's happened to Hayden?
I wish I didn't. Maybe you don't want to either.
Please, Melody, any information you might have. We haven't had access to any of his research notes, and couldn't track down any collaborators he may have been working with. Perhaps if we know more, we might be able to nail down a solid motive.
Well, I don't know if I can speculate on that, beyond the usual corporate infighting. Not that Parallax is known for that, of course. We had been catching up recently, and he mentioned feelings of being watched. He started to worry he had been discussing your development with the wrong people.
apparently he did.
When he stopped returning my calls, and now that you've shown up with a total stranger, it becomes clear what happened.
I see. Can you tell us anything else about his disappearance?
Oh, I'm afraid not, dear. I've been around long enough to know what's coincidence and what isn't.
We were hoping you might be able to shine some light on my origins. Fairlight mentioned that you had worked with Hayden in the past.
I see Hayden didn't neglect curiosity in your personality makeup. Well, you and I haven't properly met, but considering how often Hayden badgered me for design schematics of Flower's latest neural implants, I might as well be your aunt? We'll go with that. I wouldn't mind being an aunt, even to a blue-headed robot.
I'm touched, Melody.
Well then, I'm willing to answer your questions, for now.
Indeed, I don't see the connection between your company and Hayden's research into machine sapience.
Oh, Hayden wasn't researching machine sapiens. At least not primarily. Not to diminish the importance of your creation, Turing, but it's best you know the truth. Hayden is mainly interested in developing a way to transfer human consciousness into a machine matrix.
Okay. Eternal life.
You can see why neural implants would obviously be an integral part of that.
Oh, I didn't realize.
The concept of transferring the human mind into a computer has been an attractive goal for decades. Functional immortality is a powerful lure. The brain is an immensely complicated machine, and even though we know the right buttons to push to make pictures show up, we still can't replicate the entire thing as a technological construct. Even with the virtual reality implants, we're really just relying on the brain's ability to make sense of nonsensical signals. So Hayden decided the best way to make a machine more like the human brain would be to work in the opposite direction. Instead of mimicking how the human brain worked, he started writing code that mimicked the functioning of the human mind.
yeah, this is pretty interesting because neural network actually works by actually simulating the brain cells of human brain.
Think of it like convergent evolution. Two species adapt in similar ways, but on completely different continents. Hayden is a crack programmer when it comes to information collating. It's why Parallax hired him when they did. So he wrote a bunch of self-modifying learning algorithms that were, frankly, baffling and let them loose. Poke and prod them here and there to make sure they value the same things humans do. And we eventually end up with you, Turing.
Interesting. Hayden never revealed any of this to me.
I imagine he's pretty tight-lipped. You were the first prototype he considered a real success, and he was afraid of contaminating your development before he had a chance to make good observations. Phew, if you can even call it involvement. It's a small city, and if you're in the tech sector, you are never more than 2 degrees removed from anyone else. When he started looking into this pet project of his, he came right up to my door and demanded access to the research logs behind our earlier implant. Cheeky, but it was impactful and disruptive, as they like to say around here.
Disruptive technologies.
I couldn't care less about Flowers' patents anymore, so I gave him what he wanted, just to see what he would do. I'm frankly more impressed than I expected I would be, but don't tell him that.
Don't worry. I won't.
Yeah, he's dead. But she doesn't know that he's dead.
That was a compliment, dear. I didn't say that. Hayden was quite interested in Turing, even if he is just a step to further research. In fact, he was preparing to publish his findings involving Turing.
Okay.
And I know it's going to make one heck of a splash in the scientific community. See, the most impressive part about you, Turing, is that you're surprisingly stock.
I assure you, Melody, my construction involves only the latest and greatest in ROM prototype technology.
Exactly. You're not off the shelf, but you're still just a souped-up ROM, more or less like every other one out there. Your personality algorithms are impressive, but they don't require some new space-age technology to work. Hayden is going to propose that human consciousness transference does not require special brain-like hardware architecture, but merely the right software wrapper to interface with the hardware.
Let's chip up the brain.
Much like how you function.
I suppose that is correct. Still, my personality matrices do take up substantial amounts of my processing power.
So basically, science fiction is not too dissimilar to science fantasy, which we are approaching.
Wouldn't custom hardware have capabilities that better serve such a demanding specialized task?
Sure, there's still plenty of reason in trying to make a computer that works just like a human brain. Efficiency is an important part of that. But if Hayden can emulate the human mind in existing technology, it means we can start the immortality now, rather than waiting for hardware to catch up with Hayden's software. Frankly, I'm not terribly interested in living forever, but there's more than enough people who are.
Thank you for this, Melody. I understand so little of my origins.
Well, I'm sorry I don't know more of the specifics. Hayden kept me up to date on his progress, but only in the vaguest of ways. If you can hunt down his notes, I'm sure they'll tell you more.
Of course, we'll keep looking. Now, perhaps we could ask some other questions?
Sure, sure. Oh, hell, that old bastard and I have been flashing daggers at each other for the better part of 20 years. I contracted out the software development for our first-gen direct-link VR neural implants to System 1. Things were going great, but after the first models sold like gangbusters, Yannick tried to get into bed with me, literally.
Okay.
I turned him down.
Old bastard.
Very politely, I might add. And then, suddenly, all of the cooperation between our companies dried up.
Okay.
We've been at it back and forth ever since.
Right.
I'd be damned careful about trusting him if I were you.
That's what everyone says.
He's a snake, and he'll do anything he can to get what he wants. Still, I suppose if he tried again now, I might not turn him down.
Well, he's in a wheelchair,
It
so...
would be fun to needle him about me still having my own company when he doesn't have his.
Okay.
Good.
Okay,
I can
maybe
get
she's a
back to
bit
my
of bitch.
retirement.
Thank you for your time, Melody. We'll be in touch later.
Oh, one more piece of information for you, if you'd like it. I've got the contact info for a Vincent Mensa, who I think might be of help to you.
Vincent.
Vincent was working more closely with Hayden inside Parallax, mostly on his company-approved research on data collating algorithms for the... I'll send him a message and ask him to meet you somewhere. He owes me a favor anyway, and might be able to give you some more information on anything else Hayden may have been working on.
That would be fantastic, Melody. Perhaps Golden Gate Park?
Be careful, Turing. I don't like Fairlight's stench all over this scenario. Don't show him too many of your cards.
Cards? This euphemism is unfamiliar to me.
Don't tell him anything if you can. Fairlight is more dangerous the more he's informed.
Oh no, I think we
Thank you,
told
Aunt
him
Melody.
already.
Wish us luck.
Okay, Golden Gate Park.
Can I help you? I don't really have time to talk. I'm waiting for someone.
Are you Vincent Mensa? We're here for a meeting on behalf of Melody Flores.
Oh, good. You're Melody's people. Do you have everything that I asked for?
There must be some miscommunication. Melody said that you would be able to provide us with some information about Hayden Webber's projects within Parallax. He has gone missing, and any information we get may be useful.
Damn that old woman.
What?
We had a deal. She promised me, and I'm not giving up anything until I get what I need.
Okay. Okay, she was a snake as well.
I already know Hayden is missing. Why else would I be willing to sell corporate secrets to Flower? This was my chance to get out of the city. Instead, she sends the two of you, hat in hand with nothing. I'm assuming you're Hayden's little pet AI?
Insulting, but accurate.
Look, I'm sorry to come off callous. I do want to help. Hayden was a colleague and a friend, and I want to know he's okay.
Well,
But
he's
I
okay
also
now.
need help getting the hell out of Neo SF, and now. My info is my leverage, and it's not for free. I'll just have to find another buyer. Maybe after I make another deal, I'll be able to pass it to you.
Perhaps we could assist you? My friend here is a terrific journalist. Being skilled at hunting down people and information is part of the job.
Let's put ad on the yellow pages.
I don't know. Look, I need 100,000 credits, an untraceable car, and a fake passport for me and my wife, Francesca.
Okay, that's a lot.
If you can get me all that, I'll give you anything you want. Hayden's research notes, what I know about Parallax, my company's security credentials, whatever. If you're really sure journals can come up with that kind of stuff in one day.
He might be able to do that.
Might? Dear God, I'm doomed.
Probably.
Melody only gave us a rough sketch of what you need. The more you can tell us about the situation, the sooner we can fulfill your request.
Sure, as long as it isn't the juicy stuff. I'm the head applications engineer for their data analysis division. Or maybe
Big data.
Was, is what I should be saying. If Hayden is the big brain who comes up with the math that runs the search algorithms, I'm the guy who figures out how to collect and apply the data that we get. We've worked pretty closely for years,
COO,
but
basically.
he's head and shoulders above me as far as theory goes.
CTO, actually. Sorry.
Hayden built a fully independent machine intelligence in his spare time. Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to bash myself here. I'm a good software engineer, probably one of the best. But machine intelligence? In a form factor like yours? Now that blows my mind. We've got full immersion, virtual reality, yet most people would still call you science fiction.
If you say so.
Nothing concrete. I probably wouldn't have noticed anything out of the ordinary. I mean, Hayden goes out for a couple days all the time, right? Conferences and guest teaching. He doesn't exactly share his itinerary with me. I tried asking around and no one will say anything. If he had jumped ship, went to a different company, it would be the talk of the week at the water coolers. Instead, dead silence. Thankfully, he allowed me to keep backups of most of his work, simply because I cross-referenced it so much. He didn't like
Okay.
having it all in one place anyway. Bring me what I asked for, and I'll tell you more. Because Parallax is rotting from the inside out. Hayden going missing is the last straw, and it's a big-ass straw. There is... how do I put this without giving it away? There's a new project about to roll out, and it's going to change everything about how Parallax does their business worldwide.
Okay.
Since the launch of the MeshNet, we've had some board shakeups, and the people at the top are different from the ones who've previously run the company.
Okay.
The altruism the company displayed in the past is gone. They're harder, more ruthless, and more concerned with profits and power than ever before.
Sounds pretty normal.
Not just richest company in the valley power either. Real power.
Political power.
My guess? Parallax got rid of Hayden because he was about to do something that would get in the way of that. If they're willing to get rid of the brightest mind on their payroll, what's to stop them from getting rid of me? There's a half dozen people who could do my job. So I'm getting out before I accidentally step on the wrong person's toes and end up at the bottom of the bay. Sure, I guess I can stick around here for a while. I need to make some calls anyway. If you do manage to get what I need, bring it here today and you'll get anything you want. Forwarding photos and info for the passports to Turing now. And I really hope you can do this. I'd rather give it to you than some other corporation anyway. See you soon.